Beside still waters, beside still waters.
Hi folks, welcome to today's meditation with Isaiah. We're on Isaiah 55. We saw yesterday this great promise, surely you will summon nations you know not, and nations you do not know will come running to you. And then the reason for that is this next phrase, because of the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel. Why would people run to Christ? I mean, let's go back to the Davos thing. Why do people go to Davos? Well, they go to Davos as a beautiful place. They go to Davos because it's a place for the powerful. It's a place for the rich, a place for the mighty, if you like. They go to Davos because they think they will get something there. They go to Davos because maybe they think they can help. Maybe they do have altruistic motives, or maybe they're just looking for something for themselves. People are drawn to Christ because of who he is, because of his beauty, because of his power. Now, if we were to go to Christ because we were seeking to get something for ourselves, to manipulate him, to influence him, that's not going to work. But we are drawn to Christ by his extraordinary beauty. And I do think of it in that way. And that beauty comes from the fact that he's the Holy One of Israel. Now, Israel were God's people, chosen, set apart, not just for themselves, but for the whole world. And when the nations around thought of their own tribal gods, the Holy One of Israel is the God of the whole world. And I realize that our leaders today, most of the ones who are at Davos, will think, well, Christianity is a Western religion perhaps, or maybe African now. Islam is an Arabic religion, maybe Indonesian. Hinduism is Indian. And they assume it's like tribal gods, and that they've risen above that. But the reality is there is one God who is the creator of all. And he is the Holy One of Israel. Now, when we hear the term holiness, let's think about that for a moment. I think, I remember as a teenager hearing these words, "Oh, you're awfully holy." And holy then had a kind of negative connotation. It was the things you didn't do. You didn't drink or get drunk. You didn't sleep around. You didn't take drugs. You weren't violent. And also, to be honest, that you were quite dull and you were quite boring. Holiness was perceived as blackness and as dreariness and as ugliness. Whereas holiness is supremely beautiful. We talk about the beauty of holiness. And so the nations are drawn to Christ because of who he is, because of his beauty. And maybe one of the things that we need to do is show the beauty of Christ so that people will see how ugly everything else is in comparison with him, rather than going around shouting at people how ugly they are. Anyway, that's just a thought. I'm going to love you and leave you with that. Heading off to a Presbyterian conference. And hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.
Beside still waters, beside still waters,